Now, over the course of her career, a working woman with a college degree will earn, on average, hundreds of thousands of dollars less than a man who does the same work. Now, that's wrong. I don't want that for Malia and Sasha. I don't want that for your daughters. I don't want that to be an example that any child growing up ends up accepting as somehow the norm. I want every child to grow up knowing that a woman's hard work is valued and rewarded just as much as any man's. Now, what's important to realize also, though, is this is not just an issue of fairness. There's a family issue, there's a middle-class issue, there's an economic issue. Just last week, a report confirmed what we already know, that women are increasingly the breadwinners for American families. Women are now the primary source of income for nearly 40% of American families. 40%, almost half. That's not something to panic about or to be afraid about. That's a sign of the progress and the strides that we've made. But what it does mean is that when more women are bringing home the bacon, they shouldn't just be getting a little bit of bacon. You know, if they're bringing home more of the income and that income is less than a fair share, that means that families have less to get by on for child care or health care or gas or groceries. It makes it harder for middle-class families to save and retire. It leaves small businesses with customers who have less money in their pockets, which is not good for the economy. That's not a good example to set for our sons and daughters, but it's also not a good recipe for long-term stable economic growth. So to anyone who says 77 cents on the dollar sounds pretty close to equal, I say, your math is bad. You wouldn't like it if your vote only counted in 3 out of 4 elections. You wouldn't like it if your daughters or sons went to school, but they only got taught 3 out of 4 days a week, or 4 out of 5 days a week. You wouldn't like it if you were forced to work every 4th day without pay. Men would be complaining about that. They wouldn't think that was equal or fair. So this is the 21st century. It's time to close that gap.